Yes, come on in, come on in. Fill in the room. As you can see, there's plenty of space. Yep, keep coming. Yep. Yep, get as close as you can. I want everyone to be able to hear. Okay. Alright, so we have quite the crowd. Is that everyone? Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, so welcome, orphans. This is the Playtime Co. factory. I'm sure you all got the tour of the main factory area. Yes, okay, so this is the game station. This is where we will be doing tests with your participation. You know, the company took you all in, is giving you a great education and, you know, a better life than being in the orphanage. So, is anyone confused about anything? Okay, no? Alright, do you all have your issued name tags with your ID numbers on them? You can see the front row here does. Okay, so, if you are unaware or haven't seen, we do have Mommy Longlegs back there. She's standing at the very back. She will be with you all through this experience. It is, you know, just tests we're running because we're looking to do research. She will be there for you. You can talk to her. She's very good at comforting everyone else who's been through here, and yeah, she's just good support for you. So, again, let's talk about why you're here. So, like I said, we're doing research, looking for some different information, doing some studies on children and their performances in different games, okay? So, we will just be doing this to see how smart and strong you are, okay? And I'm just going to do some roll call. I want to make sure we have everyone here. And double check your pairings with your toy that you are supposed to bond with. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the list. It's in alphabetical order. And your ID numbers are on your badges. We do have, I'm not going to read all the numbers, but we have 3,762 is the starting, and we should be ending with 3,792. Okay, so your numbers should be within that range. If it is above or below, there's something wrong, and you should let me know. Okay, so I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself. My name is Alyssa. Everyone who works here has a name tag with their name on it, and you should be able to identify whoever you're speaking to by their name and their name tag. Okay, so everyone has one of these. If they don't and they claim they work here, I would just find someone who does have a name tag and speak to them. So, alright, like I said, roll call. Let's start with Adam. Adam, there you are back there. You're kind of short. You should probably move up. And you're paired with Huggy Wuggy. Okay. Ainsley. There you are. Catbee. Okay. Bridget. Kissy Missy. There. Good. Okay. Kane. Boogie Butt. Yep. Okay. Cassie. Candy Cat. Cindy, Kissy Missy again. Let's see, Daniel, Bunzo Bunny, Emily, Candy Cat. Emily has Candy Cat. Okay, Freddie, you are with Brontosaurus. There you go, got you. Gregory. There you are in the front, and you are paired with Huggy Wuggy. I can see him in your arms there. Harold. Make sure you're listening, Harold. You are paired with PJ Pugapillar. Okay, great. Let's see. Harper. Catbee. Yes, okay, good. Man, we got quite the crowd. There are 31 of you in here today. This is probably the largest intake of orphans we have done to date. Isabella, you are also partnered with Kissy Missy. Where's your toy? Okay, start by you. I've got some up here if for some reason you didn't get one. Let's see, Josh B. Boogie Bot, okay. Josh S. Huggy Wuggy. Okay. Kate. Okay. And Candy Cat. Alright, good. Katie. With Catbee. There you are. Kyle. Bunzo Bunny again. Great. Lorraine. You have another Kissy Missy. She is popular today. Yes, okay. Luke. Luke. Boogiebot. Correct. Okay, we got that. Michaela, you have Candy Cat. Okay. Miley. Miley has Bunzo Bunny. Okay. Olivia, you have a Boogiebot. Okay, Boogiebot. Peter, PJ Pugapillar. Okay. Ryan, another PJ Pugapillar. Sylvia, Braun. Okay. Tanner, Bunzo. There. Vanessa, Kissy Missy. Very good. Whitney, Catbee. Yes, okay. And we have a Zach with a K. Okay. What was that? You don't have your toy. Okay. And a Zach with an H. Okay. A Zach with an H with a Boogiebot. What? You've seen him? And he's not with the group currently? Okay. Just do that. Boogiebot. Wonder why. Okay, hopefully he'll find his way here. Maybe somebody else was taking care of him. But that is everyone. In a second you can come up and get your toy from me if you were missing one. And yeah, so did everyone find the residence halls and get everything sorted, put away? Okay. Okay, good. And who is bunking with that, Zach? You, okay. And you saw him and he put everything in his room? Okay. Alright, Alright, so maybe he's just a little behind. Let me just double check some things. I'm supposed to tell you this is my first time with the intake. I've watched others do it, but this is my first time. Okay, so first you will be doing musical memory. Okay, I'm going to start talking about the games. So shush. Okay, you'll start with musical memory, and then you will move to Whack-A-Wuggy. Okay, and then you will go on to statues, and that has PJ Pocketpiller. So you with the PJ Pocketpillers will be very excited to see him. And so yeah, let's just go over them individually now. So musical memory, that is to test your composure, your memory, and your pattern recognition, okay? So what you will do is you will just stand in the middle of a platform, and buttons will be all around you, and you'll be told different colors and sometimes even shapes, and they'll just come up on a screen, and you just have to do the correct pattern. Okay, do the correct pattern as they appear, and Bunzo Bunny will be there. He is in charge of that game, so he will just lower from the ceiling. Okay, and you'll hear his cymbals crashing louder and louder as they get closer. Okay, and you just want to make sure you correctly input the pattern before he gets to you. Okay, it's a really fun game, easy to do. Yeah, no stresses there. It's just as easy as Simon Says. Okay. Yep, Simon Says. And the patterns will gradually get faster too, so you just, speed, agility, testing you for things like that. There will be someone in a room above where Mommy Longlegs is going to be, so the person who is working up there will be taking notes on you, and that is what we are doing research on, okay? Alright, so let me see the next thing here. Yes, those sounds are from ventilation, just pipes and games and all of that, so I know it does sound quite mechanical and everything going on, but you'll be just fine. Okay, so the next game that I mentioned is Whack-A-Wuggy. It's just like Whack-A-Mole, if you've ever played Whack-A-Mole, except for you will be using your grab packs that would be provided in the games, and you will just be testing how fast you can see the Wuggies as they come out from the holes in the walls, and you will be whacking them just like Whack-A-Mole. So we are testing for hand-eye coordination with this game and reaction time. And I think that's pretty much it for that game. Like I said, somebody will be sitting in a room monitoring you, making sure you're fine, and just taking notes. Okay, so finally, then we have statues, and like I said, PJ Pocketpiller is with you in that game. So you're just going to has anyone played Freeze Dance? Anybody played Freeze Dance? Do people not do that anymore? Okay, I might just be old then. But so that one, you want to try to get through an obstacle course without PJ Pocketpiller reaching you. And if he does, then your test is over, and you'll be able to try it again the next day. But shh, please listen. So the lights will be off for this test, and you will hear music playing, and so you'll just be working your way through the course. There's different routes you can take to whatever you're comfortable with, and you will go through it, and when the lights come on and the music stops, you have to freeze, okay? That's really simple. Don't move, just freeze. You are able to turn and look to see where PJ is, to gauge like how fast you need to be after you spot him, but it's really simple. Like I said, these are simple tests, just testing little things, okay? So we're testing agility, strength, and speed with that one. And yeah, your physical endurance as well. So does anyone have any questions about the tests? You will be given an instructional video before them as well, and you can refresh your memory with that. But like, if there's any other questions, no. If you don't have any now, you can always ask the person monitoring you in the games later. They can answer anything that the video does not answer for you, okay? Okay, very good. So what happens after the tests? Okay, we'll go over that now, since no one has any questions. Okay, so after you've completed all of the tests with decently good marks, you will then board the train at the back here, and you will ride that to the play care where you will receive your next task. So I'm not too sure what happens there because I am not in any way associated with the play care as of yet. I only really know what's going on in the game station. So anything that happens in there, you will then meet up with another employee who will explain to you what you will be doing there, okay? So kids will board the train once a day, depending on, like I said, how good your marks were and if you can advance on to the play care. If you do not get good marks, or what the people checking the papers think are good marks, then you will be going back to your rooms for the night, back to your class, depending on what time of the day it is, and you will then come back the next day and try again, okay? So this just continues over and over until you pass, because we want you to pass, okay? And yeah, you'll get your next assignment, next placement in the play care. And are there any questions with that? Yes, sweetie. Oh, your sister was brought here? Mm-hmm. What's her name? Melanie. Yes, I do think we have a Melanie here. Mm-hmm. She's advanced on to the play care, and I'm not sure if she's gone any further or is still there, but if you get good marks, you can find out, okay? Like I said, I don't know anything after you advance to the next area. The next employee who is in charge of that area is in charge of you then. So, yes. Okay. So, are there any other questions pertaining to what happens in the game station? Okay, everyone is good. Oh, I forgot to mention, only one child is allowed in each game at a time. So, everyone else will play on the play equipment that is around the room that you can see until you are called to go to the test you are going to work with first, next, whenever it is. So we are going to actually start with the cat bees today. So if you have a cat bee toy, I would like you to line up at musical memory, please, and whoever's in line first will get to go through the doors and go meet with the mentor or monitor in there. So anyone with the cat bees, yes, just line up over there. That would be Ainsley, Harper, Katie, and Whitney. Cat bees, yeah. Go line up at the doors, and we will start with them, and once they finish, we will go on to Candy Cats. We'll be next to line up and start the process, okay? So, yes. And if you are missing your toy, please come up. We only had 2 people missing toys, correct? 2 people missing toys. Okay, so who did I start? Isabella. Yep, come up. And Zach with a K. Okay. And, what was that? Mommy Longlegs? Zach with an H. Yes, you will have to come up and speak with me after I get everyone settled, and we'll go over what you missed, which was the whole thing, basically. So, okay, yes, Isabella, here's your kissy missy. And Zach, you had the huggy wuggy. Okay, here you go, Zach. Here's your huggy. Okay. And yes, if you happen, sorry everyone, if you happen to lose your toy, you will have to get a new toy, and somewhat of the process has to start over again. So please do not lose your toys, because we need you to bond with them. Okay, thank you. So, let me just check everything one more time, make sure we're all good to go. Yes, you can start playing on the equipment, that's fine. If I speak up, please listen. But yeah, so when it is your turn to line up at the games, please remember to bring your ID and your toy. Both of those need to go with you, okay? Yep, that's how we identify you. So, okay, let's get started. I will just be here to monitor everyone playing in this room and get everyone lined up. So, yeah, go off, play, and when I call your toy, please just line up where you're going to be, okay? So, everyone go off, do your own thing. Zach with an H, come up here. Hi, so, do you have your toy? Boogiebot? Okay. I'm not gonna go over all of this with you again just because you missed quite a bit, and, yeah, but you're going to be doing games in here just for, studies that the, company is doing on children and toys. So, each of the rooms will tell you what to do for the games. I just went over the basics, and that's pretty much all you need to know. As long as you have your room, your ID, and your toy with you. Room, obviously you're not going to have it with you, but you know what I mean. Yes, okay, and yes, you will go to class after this, and you will eat lunch, dinner, everything in the mess halls. Okay, yeah, so go play over there, go find your other friends with boogie bots, and just be ready to be called over, okay? Alright. Okay, 31 kids is quite a lot of kids. Let's hope this goes smoothly. I cannot